Hello, this video provides a high-level overview of what's new in SOLitrack version 2.4, which includes a few major enhancements. SOLitrack is one of Solimar's job management solutions, which also serves as our overall production dashboard. Version 2.4 adds new functionality in several areas, including proofing and approvals, web-based job control, and JDF finishing for PDF files. Solimar has traditionally supported a proofing workflow with our archiving system and finishing with PDF files using Adobe's model. In SOLitrack version 2.4, we've combined these capabilities to support a more robust proofing and approval process and expanded finishing control for PDF files. Before expanding on the new functionality, a quick summary of SOLitrack's most common usage is that, as a dashboard, it provides a central console for event notifications, tracking, and visibility of Solimar's chemistry platform components, as well as non-Solimar stages in your overall workflow. For reporting, SOLitrack keeps a record of processing activity in a database, which provides a history of workflow activity that can be viewed and reported on for current and historical information. SOLitrack also serves as a job distribution solution that can manage when, where, and how your jobs are processed. This is particularly powerful in inkjet environments where job scheduling, digital commingling, and batching is important. Job control can also be done through a web client that even supports mobile devices, which fits well in today's remote working environment. As SOLitrack is monitoring production workflows, it's one thing to see when things are running smoothly, but sometimes more importantly, it can notify the appropriate users when things are not going as expected, so that they can take action quickly. For implementation, training, and support of SOLitrack, it can be done remotely with very little consulting services from Solimar. The first major enhancement is related to controlling finishing in PDF files. As PDF continues to become the dominant file format for printing, an important aspect to address is how to control finishing on cut sheet printers. There are a few methods that vary in how widely they are supported by print controller vendors. For example, despite being a standard, Adobe's document part metadata, or DPM spec, is not supported by many vendors. For printers that don't support any form of PDF finishing, applications commonly had to be converted to PostScript in order for the printer to support the finishing commands. With SOLitrack 2.4, the finishing information for PDF files can be controlled with a rules-based system for Job Definition Format, or JDF commands. JDF is an industry standard designed to simplify information exchange between different applications and systems. To control finishing with JDF, SOLitrack uses conditional logic to map the finishing commands in the PDF file to the desired JDF commands and a method for communication for the printers. The finishing commands are checked for each sheet and then mapped to the appropriate JDF controls for each associated sheet. JDF finishing avoids the need to convert PDF files to PostScript or any other print formats, which saves processing time in production, simplifies the workflow, and reduces the overall cost of the solution. With the Solimar workflow, companies can now maintain, add, or modify finishing commands throughout a PDF workflow, even if the source data is not PDF, to support a multi-industry standard method which now includes JDF. Related to JDF is JMF, which stands for Job Messaging Format. This is a protocol used to communicate device information between systems. SOLitrack includes JMF support to expand the amount and type of information that can be captured from printers. This includes useful information such as the printer and job status in near real time. Printers may also report other statistics such as the ink and media usage that SOLitrack is then able to log and track. The next major enhancement is added job control features in the web or mobile dashboard client. This makes SOLitrack's dashboard, which was traditionally used for visibility and reporting of jobs, pieces, and devices, a web-based job control console so that the client does not need to be used. Users still have all of the dashboard functionality, but can now release jobs to production stages in the workflow, such as print submission from the web or mobile interface. To release jobs, users simply select the jobs and click a quick release button. Users can also quickly release jobs to an available predefined list of destinations from a drop-down list selection. Barcode scans can also be pasted into the interface to quickly locate an individual piece. Having a web or mobile interface for job control and visibility is especially helpful for the expanding requirements of working remote. Here's a sample screen that shows the quick release in the web client. Users can quickly find jobs with a search or predefined filters in organized folders. To process files, users simply select the jobs and hit quick release to run them. Version 2.4 introduces an expanded proof and approval workflow for our chemistry platform. Users can now view documents and jobs and then approve or reject specific records or the entire job. This is especially valuable for companies that have data quality issues, regulatory documents, and quality assurance processes that need to be supported. Doing this digitally before jobs are printed saves time and effort while reducing errors. SOLitrack supports a multi-step approval process with a high degree of flexibility to control the rules for the overall review process that includes notifications and auto-approvals based on schedules and events. Some advantages of SOLitrack's proof and approval workflow include that it is a central repository for your jobs with user-controlled access rights. This avoids using a mix of methods like email or Dropbox to review files. SOLitrack leverages PDF as a file format, so you don't have to deal with file or resource formatting issues related to managing source documents from various applications. It provides a historical record of the review process and user notes or comments that were added to the jobs or records. Approval requests can also be configured to be synchronous or asynchronous. This enables the review process to have specific reviewers approve the job prior to subsequent reviewers or not have a predefined order of reviewers. Here's a sample screen that shows the organization of proof and approval jobs based on the internal or external user's rights. This user can see all of the jobs needing approval in one tab and the specific jobs needing their approval in another. To approve or reject a job or record, the user simply views it if desired and then selects the Approve or Reject button. If rejected, a note as for the reason can optionally be added, and that gets logged as a job message along with the rejecting user's name. Approved jobs will continue processing in the workflow. The proof and approval status of a job is available as part of SOLitrack's piece-level job status information. Here are some of the commonly used states SOLitrack accounts for. As jobs are processed, the status is updated through the integration with software, cameras, scanners, or manual updates throughout the various tracking points in the overall production process. Within SOLitrack, the steps each file goes through are sequenced into a workflow so that you can monitor the progression of the job and pieces during their life cycle and trigger notifications where appropriate. Here's a sample screen showing the approval state of each job and the associated pieces as part of the tracking status. Users can filter on the jobs to view where the job is, and the associated mail pieces can be filtered on, including the approval information. Version 2.4 also has several other enhancements, including new API controls related to updating piece-level job information and controlling user preferences. There is added support for internal or native SOLitrack users that are separate from your network users, and groups for additional security and control such as account creation or removal, modification, and password management. These can be updated in the user interface or via the API. User notifications have been expanded to now include text messages, and the ingestion of files can be prioritized based on rules for the input folders. When building a report, you can now test the result before publishing it to the web console, and the web client has an added field to enter scanned barcode values to quickly locate jobs or records using a handheld scanner. This is commonly used to scan the barcode on job tickets or damaged pieces for reprints. In summary, SOLitrack helps with completing your work on time and streamlining various processes such as proof and approvals, job management, reprints, driving printers, and reporting. It continues to provide an open architecture dashboard with the goal of seamlessly integrating into any production hardware and software when tracking your digital and physical workflow at a job or piece level is critical. The piece level tracking is commonly needed for highly customized pieces that need to be tracked for completion, such as customer personalized books, catalogs, direct mail, and even commercial print that is personalized. This also extends to the labels and packaging market as the industry trends to continue to move towards an increased personalization and the need to make sure that what is produced and sent for delivery to the recipient, whether that be on a pallet, will call, or any other mailing method. SOLitrack is part of our chemistry platform that provides solutions to many aspects of production print and e-delivery environments. The solutions can be implemented in a tactical manner for quick fixes or a strategic phased approach to overhaul challenging or inefficient aspects of production environments, along with helping to improve security and compliance initiatives that you may be facing. I'd like to remind you to take advantage of our Solimar University platform, which contains lots of great content from users sharing information, insight into industry best practices and trends, along with product training to help you get the most out of your applications. Of course, if you have any questions, we're very easy to reach and look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you very much for your time.